essential part of this work is to observe what's happening. Yeah, so whatever is happening, try to observe, allow, not try to change it. If we try to change what's happening now, change my feeling, change, this is just resisting it, and it gets worse, gets harder. And so try the best you can. I'm also talking to new people, like there are some people here that I never, we're just friends in a club. So I'm just giving a little intro. The idea, the most essential ingredient of this immersion and workshop, or whatever we are doing, is to get more aware and notice whatever is coming up for you. Could be judgments, could be insights about your life, could be feelings, uncomfortable, yuckiness. Try to do the best you can to step into this. You are the watcher, or you're the watcher of Mihai, the watcher of. I'm aware of some sensations in my belly. There is a sense of kind of a little bit of buzzing and some sense of a stress, I guess, or slight fear, if I were to put words on it. So to be aware of what's happening, so you bring your spirit to these things. And at the same time, I do want to, no, no, but we are going to do some stuff like, sharing, or we're going to be silly, or so the overall thing is that, everything is welcome. So if you feel like crying, or feel like laughing, or feel like saying something silly, feel free. So it's allowed. Yeah, you don't have to be in a certain way. We'll have some exercises where you can have a chance to share some stuff. Also, why is it going to be uncomfortable? Is that basically we are touching on trauma and repression. We have become less real and domesticated because of trauma and adaptation to trauma. Something was hurtful, something was unsafe. So we look at authenticity, and we are going to touch there. So also there will be some maybe self-disclosure, some questions, some games. Try to observe shame and trying to hide shame. And in the fourth way, they had this thing, an obstacle to awakening and becoming more conscious. It was this mechanism called inner considering. Inner considering, which is a term referring to a whole inner dynamism to try to project a certain ideal image of myself to the world. So I'm trying very hard to appear in a certain way so that people like me, or they approve of me, or they see me as good, or they see me as maybe I need to be seen as bad, whatever. It's still inner considering, wanting to be seen in a certain way. In order to get love, approval, or to avoid judgment or rejection. We all have this. Even if somehow through other work or various things, we are more free and spontaneous, there's still a residual of this. So that's going to come up in a group, and especially you don't know each other, many of you, so just observe this and try to push the envelope to practice. Because if we are, the problem with this inauthenticity is that now we want to have relations with people. And now there's a person who is not real trying to have intimacy with a person who is not real and who is full of triggers, and it's not going to go well. So if we want to have a deep connection, attunement, to be, real connection or attunement is what we were supposed to get ideally, and our system needed as a child. And attunement means this, that my mommy or my daddy is aware of me, sees me, feels me, and is feeling me and seeing me as often as possible, and is not just steam like over me or controlling or teaching. Is like, so there's this attunement where we are being seen and felt with compassion and acceptance and kindness, So I lost the thought. The thoughts are mysterious, man, how we can have these thoughts in life. Yeah, so it's called the fourth way. It's a teaching. I'm just referring about it. You don't need to study it much. It's not a fourth wave. It's the fourth way. Yeah. All right, so I think that's good enough intro. Yeah, Claudia was saying that, our essence, our innate, it's not that it has to necessarily be playful and, because different kids, if you look at kids that are before domestication, some are very playful, some are more introspective, some are more, so one can become quiet and withdrawn as a result of that. It's not safe to be myself and being hurt or scared, or some kids are more naturally like that, so basically essence, our innate essence, they are very different. And it seems like the creator of humanity and of the world and of everything, likes this diversity, and somehow there is a diversity and like all these flowers, and so we are like a flower of God, and and also society was to make us slaves, so to work, so then we need to be like this, you have to be like that, and so I would say that the intention of this immersion is not now about enlightenment and awakening or processing the trauma. It's more like to loosen up our oppressive clutches of our false personality, and to have to observe, to understand better some of those programs that we developed in order to be safe and to remain in connection with people who were unconscious. So we know those programs, and in KI terms also repression commands, which are like in our nervous system. Early on, we have certain like messages, which we are not aware of them, but they are running in the background of the operating system, non-verbally, but they are very strong. Something like, for you need to find yours, but for me, it's like, be careful, hide, be nice, be good. Don't show fear, don't express, don't feel, don't feel, don't show, be careful, hide, lie. So some of other people have other things.